In this video, we're going to review the process for creating a Windows 10 in-place upgrade task sequence in Configuration Manager and using that to upgrade a Windows 7 machine. The first thing that we need to do is create a operating system upgrade package. To do that, we'll go to our software library, operating systems, and then operating system upgrade packages and choose add operating system upgrade package. What an operating system upgrade package is it's just the extracted ISO for the Windows 10 media. So in my case, I've downloaded the Windows 10 Enterprise from Volume Licensing and extracted that to a share that I'm going to use for my package source. So I'm going to paste in that path. I'll give it a name for the upgrade package. And then we'll do next here. Once that's done, I'm then going to distribute the content. So this will ensure that when our client tries to run the task sequence that is associated with this, that this package is out there on the distribution point so it can be used. So that's going to take a few minutes. While we're waiting for that, we will go ahead and create the in-place upgrade task sequence. So to do that with Configuration Manager 1511 or anything that is greater than that, there is a new template for in-place upgrades. So when you go to the task sequence template, we're going to choose to upgrade an operating system from an upgrade package. I'll give the task sequence a name. We're going to select the operating system upgrade package, which is the one that we just created from the media. We'll choose next here. In this example, I'm not going to include any updates, but if you did that, it would just add a install update step in the task sequence. Optionally, you can also add any applications that you would want to run after the Windows 10 upgrade is completed during the task sequence. And then we'll choose next here. This task sequence is pretty straightforward, so there's only 3 steps in it. So if we review the steps, we can see that the first thing we do is ensure that we meet the hardware requirements of 2 gigabytes of RAM, the CPU speed, and then we are running on a client OS. So we wouldn't want to try to do a in-place upgrade of Windows 10 if it's a server OS. Then what we're going to do is run the upgrade operating system step. This is going to be calling the setup.exe from the media that we created for the upgrade package, and then it's going to restart to complete the installation. So I'm going to go ahead and choose deploy on this task sequence, and I've pre-created a collection called Windows 10 in-place upgrade. This collection contains one device that's a Windows 7 machine that I'm going to use to target to perform a Windows 10 in-place upgrade. We're going to create this as an available install. This could potentially be required if you wanted to automate the process of the upgrade. We're going to leave the defaults for scheduling, the defaults for user experience, defaults for alerts. In my case, I'm going to allow it to use a remote DP and allow fallback, just depending on how boundaries are set up. And we'll choose next here, and then next here. Now on the client side, this will take a few minutes for it to pick up policy and show up as available, as well as it may take a few minutes to distribute the operating system upgrade package. So I'll go ahead and run a client policy check, and we'll pause it until this client gets policy for this deployment. Okay, so the upgrade package has been distributed, and we can see that the client has received the policy for the upgrade task sequence. Also note that we have a text document on the desktop, as well as some pictures on the desktop, and we have a few applications installed here for Adobe Reader X and 7-Zip. So both of these applications are installed. See that. So I just go ahead and close these and initiate the task sequence. So we'll choose yes here. So it just ran the readiness check, and we can see that we passed. Now we're running the upgrade operating system step. So this is where it's going to download the upgrade package. So this will take a moment or two since it's about 3 gigs in size. the operating system upgrade package has now been downloaded and we're now starting the installation in the background. So one thing I'll note out here, if we look at Task Manager, we can see that the task sequence, all it's really doing in the background to perform the upgrade is just calling the setup.exe from the Windows 10 installation, and then it's using some silent parameters to perform the in-place upgrade. So we can just see that command. It's running from the SCCM client cache folder. So I'll go ahead and pause it. We'll wait for the reboot prompt to happen, and then we'll see the upgrade happening once it gets to that phase. Okay, the machine is now at a point where it's about to restart into the WinRE environment, where it's going to apply the OS similar to WinPE that you would be familiar with. So now this is what it's going to look like after it restarts into the WinRE environment. So I'll pause it and wait for this to be close to being complete. Okay, at this point the upgrade has completed and I'm logging in for the first time. Okay, we're now logged in. We can see that we have all the pictures that were there before as well as our sample text document. Adobe Reader X is still installed. We can see that we also have 7-zip still available on the machine. And that's really all there is to it. So that was an example of how to perform a in-place upgrade from a Windows 7 machine to a Windows 10 machine using SCCM